FX welcomes you back to the Chevy American Revolution 400, and this is a Visa race break as we're under caution. Jeff Hammond, it's been a testy night so far. Green and Kane getting into it. That just kind of started things.
Just kind of started things. You see right now Jeff Green got in the back of Casey Kane, but Casey retaliated and around went Jeff Green. Rusty Wallace involved in a couple of incidents here with Greg Biffle, and then Riggs and Robbie Gordon, who's been having tire problems. Oh, we got together down there and off of turn 4 right there, and right after that, Robbie Gordon went behind the wall. Now we see Brendan Gaughan getting spun out by Terry Labonte right there. So basically just rubbing racing all Saturday night, but most recently, look, going down to this corner here, you see a lot of contact between Joe Nemechek as well as Jimmy Murray.
And they're cleaning up the track here. And talk about, malfunction of equipment.
Equipment failure right there.
Okay.
We still have trouble down in turn 2.
That's the way to sweep things up. So with Jamie McMurray involved in that incident moments ago, let's check in with Steve Burns. Steve?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Jamie's just climbed out of the race car. Jamie, what happened on the racetrack? You guys had come from the back and made a great run.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he got loose underneath me or if I pinched him off. I knew he was there. I was going to let him go and just got turned around there. So I don't know. He's not that kind of guy. So just tough deal though. Had a good car. Had a good car last time. Just no luck this weekend.
Jamie, how bad is the damage? Can you get back in the race?
I don't think so. It's knocked the rear clip down so far that I don't think we have any way of picking that back up. So probably done for the evening.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Steve, good news here in the 48 pit. First off, the toe is fine on Jimmy Johnson's Chevrolet. He says the steering wheel lines up perfectly. Just some cosmetic damage to that right front. 3 different stops on pit road as Corey Quick and Ryan McCray fixed that cosmetic damage around that right front tire so it would not rub. Today,
Michael Waltrip started 18th. He has passed them all and is now leading. Slugger Labby, how much have you had to tune on that car to get to the front?
Well, so far we've only put 8 tires on. It's been a pretty good night so far. Napa Chevrolet, we unloaded really good here on Friday, and everything's been going good so far. I had a great happy hour last night, and just looking to have a good finish tonight. We've had a rough start to our year, and hopefully turn around here tonight.
And a few moments ago, we heard your driver say the car is awesome. Chris?
All right, thanks. And there is Jeff Gordon, who is trying to win his 3rd straight race in and out of the pits. Michael Waltrip leading.
And you see right there, Chris, they've done some repair work to the right front corner of that race car. Now, you think about a short track, well, why are they worried about that? But here at Richmond, you carry so much speed around the racetrack, you still want to get that front downforce as much as you can.
Running 2nd and 3rd currently, it's Gibbs Racing with Labonte and Tony Stewart, who's all the way up to 28.
Those guys right there have really got their act together. Bobby Labonte got his lap back, and Tony Stewart, he's just been very quietly just kind of working on everybody all night long.
Working on the night moves.
That's
this
right.
has been a Visa race break. Let's get back up to Mike, and we're ready for the restart.
We're just past halfway, and Michael Waltrip, who in 36 starts here has only led 3 times for a total of 25 laps in his career, has now led the last 16 circuits here.
Yeah, and he's only led 1 lap at Vegas, and I think he led about 13 laps at Talladega. That's all the laps he's led this year, so it's big to be out front right now.
I do need to mention that Jeff Green, as well as Casey Mears, is back out on the racetrack. Jeff Green, that group, lost 105 laps repairing the damage from that
green flag, green flag.
Here with 190 to go.
We've seen a challenge to the lead on every restart so far. Let's see if Bobby Labonte can take it to Michael Waltrip, and that's if they can clear the lap car of Kevin Harvick.
Now, Kevin Harvick is 3 laps down from the trouble he had a while ago with the right front tire. Oh, yeah, and of course he's on a lot fresher tires because he's been in and out of the pits.
And here comes Labonte to the inside for the lead.
Oh, he should get position here on Michael because he's been really quick. Bobby has. But that 15 will get off of turn 2, though, Larry. That baby shoots down that back straightaway.
And Tony Stewart's right there. And so is the 25, pole sitter Brian Vickers.
I mean, Brian Vickers, remember, he's trying to recover from that tire rolling across pit road, having to go to the back of the field. And there he's up in the 3rd position, trying to battle Tony Stewart in the 20 for 2nd. Perseverance and patience has paid off for him.
Well, and again, Larry, the cycles of the pit stops. We see the front of the field keep rotating from guys that stop and then other guys that don't. So you get to move front to back quite a bit.
But I said before, and I say it again, it shows a lot of poise for a 20-year-old. I know he's won a Busch championship, but as a Cup rookie and a first-time pole sitter, a lot of adrenaline, but a lot of composure, too.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. When you've got a good race car, it makes you smarter. It makes you look smarter.
You know, you saw the singular question about the safer barriers here at Richmond. One observation I'm making is even though Jamie McMurray's car was damaged a lot, before they put these safer barriers in here, a lick like a lot of these cars have taken, you'd never be able to drive them back to the garage area. So I think that's a big tip of the hat, even for the single car wrecks, for the safer barriers here.
No question that that'll go down in the history of our sport as one of the best things they've ever done.
You see Jimmy Johnson move back into the top 20 in the number 48, passing Rusty Wallace.
Modern technology, Larry. It's a great thing.
Yes, it is. And by 2005, every racetrack we race at, I think, should and will have the safer barriers.
If you don't believe me, it's a great thing. These engines are turning 9,500 RPM tonight. We used to do that if it jumped out of gear.
Yeah. Tony Stewart now closing in on Michael Waltrip for the lead.
Remember, Tony qualified back in 28th position. He's just been steadily working his way toward the front.
Now he is the best of that group of cars that all pitted together. That included Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, they were on pit road back about lap 171, about 40 laps ago.
Matt?
Tony Stewart still seeking his season's first win, but if you're a Tony Stewart fan, you know normally he's a slow starter. Only once in his career has he won before the month of May. Tony telling crew chief Greg Zipadelli, who's working on a case of laryngitis himself, which is tough here at a very loud racetrack like Richmond, says the car starts out a little too free at the beginning of the run, but it slowly comes in lap after lap after lap.
You know, a car that had a good qualifying run last night, Elliott Sadler in the 38 car qualified 14th. They found a lot of debris in the oil filter, and they decided to change that engine, had to go to the rear of the field. He got a lap down early from starting back there, made his lap up on a free pass. Here he is in the top 10 in 6th position.
There are now 26 cars on the lead lap. Ricky Craven got the free pass on the last caution. Kyle Petty the caution before that.
This racetrack has not been good to Elliott Sadler in that 38. 10 starts here. His best finish is 17th.
Stewart looking inside of Michael Waltrip for the lead.
It's just like these guys that run up the groove just a little bit like Michael Waltrip does. It's just hard for that guy to get the bite off the corner on the bottom side.
Yeah, Tony's car is good, but it's not great. I just saw him bobble as he went off into turn 1. That thing jumps out from under him every now and then. One thing I'm noticing on Michael's car, he's not using a lot of brake, Larry. I don't see a lot of brake glow like I have on some of the cars.
Let's also show you the 7th place battle on the right of your screen. Matt Kenseth going after Ryan Newman. Just keep edging away on the bottom of the racetrack there.
Ryan Newman, 4 starts here, 1 win and 2 second-place finishes. Always has run so well at this racetrack. Matt Kenseth has 1 win here.
I'll tell you something, this track will wear you out, and particularly with this new surface, because you're in the turn so much here. You never really get, you've got 850 feet down the back straightaway, and that's all the straightaway you've got here. And this place, with the speeds you're running, the grip they've got, it'll wear you out.
Kenseth just keeps trying and trying. He gets right up to the door handle of Newman's car, if they had door handles, that is, in turn 2, but just can't do anything with him down that straightaway.
And he would put the bumper to him if they had bumpers.
226 of 400 laps complete in the Chevy American Revolution 400 on FX. At 233 laps, the Koch family of drivers faring well, with Michael Waltrip in the lead and Tony Stewart second, right on his bumper. Bobby Labonte in 4th. Elliott Sadler up to 6th, and Dale Jarrett also in the top 10. You know, as the laps wind around, helps to have a sense of humor, so much so that 2 of the Nextel Cup spotters are professional comedians. Mike Kalanoff, who spots for Matt Kenseth, and Fat Boy, who spots for Ward Burton. So it helps to have a sense of humor. But Joey Meyer is our leader spotter. Michael Waltrip, professionally, he's a pilot. But he maintained his sense of humor when we listened in.
They're talking about debris here off of 2. Just keep your eyes open. Of course you would. You're not going to drive with them shut, but just a figure of speech. But old Buster up there in the old pace truck said it was just tape. He didn't seem too concerned about it. I'm just getting really tired because I've been on my toes because Slugger's been telling me to stay on my toes. It hurts my calves.
That was under caution, as now Michael's got his hands full, and so does Joey Meyer, telling him where Tony Stewart is.
Michael's car just works so good off turn 2 on that high side. Tony just can't get
20
around it.
outside behind the 9 right there. Still outside with the 9.
Tony tried the high side, but he got trapped behind Casey Kane in the 9.
Clear, clear.
While these guys are racing like this, though, look at Brian Vickers in the 25 car, our Bud pole sitter. He's coming to the picture back there in 3rd position.
I just think, Larry, I watched him race tonight. It reminds me so much of that race last night when that rookie sat on the pole, dominated the race, but was very, very patient.
3 wide. Tony threads the needle, and he's going to try for the lead.
Big hole behind him.
Michael's good off at 2. I don't think Tony can pass him there.
Clear, clear.
What, with this new asphalt, these cars just fly through the middle of the corner. So much grip.
Larry, I just can't believe how fast they are. I mean, standing up here watching this under the lights, that always makes them look faster. But they are flying down the straightaway.
Well, Michael's last lap time was 21:79 here at lap 240. The fastest he's running the whole race was on lap 219, 21 laps ago at a 21:29.
And that's qualifying speed.
Yes, it is.
The track record was 21:19 when we came here.
There's a look at the speed as it builds.
29's faster than that 32 right here.
138 miles per hour at the end of the backstretch, and that's the shortest straightaway.
32 outside.
Ricky Craven in the 32 car trying to stay on the lead lap. Tony Stewart, a lot like behind Casey Kane, got trapped behind him.
But the spotter did an outstanding job right there. He told Michael to go with the 32, or go with the 29 if the 32 was not as fast.
But here comes Tony on the bottom. Not there.
I don't know what gear Michael's got, but he's getting up off the corner.
He's also getting more company. Brian Vickers is right there in the 25.
Daryl, these guys are pulling 525, 529, 533 gears. Gears we used to pull at Bristol.
Yeah, last time I run, I think I pulled a 500 or maybe even a 486.
Dale Jr. in 4th, clearing the lap car of Ricky Craven.
See Kurt Busch there running the 97 car, and he's back in 32nd position, 14 laps down. Was leading the race earlier for the people that just joined us. Had all the belts come off the car. Had to go to the garage to replace all the belts.
It's going to get crowded up here in the front before too long, guys.
Yeah, Matt Kenseth's coming, the defending Cup champion at 6th place, running about 2 seconds behind Bobby Labonte. And Labonte right now in a solid 5th. He's about a second behind Dale Jr., Matt.
He's been riding in the top 5 for a while, Mike. Bobby reports to Fatback. He says, I'm loose and tight. It's like I just don't have any grip anywhere. During the last caution, he joked, you know, if somebody would just hit me in the left rear, then I'd have every corner of the race car with a dent on it.
And that's pretty
Looks
rare
like
for
somebody
him.
has.
Yeah. Traffic, Jeff Green. Here's Tony again underneath Michael Waltrip. No.
Michael almost got trapped behind Jeff Green that time in the 43 car.
Tony is working on him, and Michael's using up all the racetrack.
But Michael, he has done a great job of hitting his marks every lap. He has not missed his line in the last 30 laps.
No, in the lap traffic, I mean, he's picked the right line every time. I give his spotter a lot of credit for that.
Off the corners.
Tony Stewart also has a great car, and proof of that is there's not a mark on it. He's been very patiently working his way to within a car length of the lead.